कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकि कोकिलम्। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताया पतये नमः। जयत्याश्रितसन्त्रास ध्वान्तविध्वंसनोदयः प्रभावान् सीतया देव्या परमव्योमभास्करः परमव्योमभास्करः।
श्रीमते निगमान्त महादेशिकाय नमः। Hanuman, Marutatmajaha, Anjaneya Swami, had to go in search of Seetā. But it did so happen that wherever he went, he found everything else but Seetā. The cooked meat in the kitchen, Mandodari with Ravana on his bed, the different women in different postures, all of this was visible to Hanuman, but he didn't spot Seetā. What could be the reason? If you remember a few episodes before, I did mention that Hanuman, while starting his journey to Lanka, had clearly mentioned. He had prayed to his Acharya, Sasuryaya, Mahendraya, Pavanaya, Swayambhuve Bhutebhyaschanjalim Kritva Chakara Gamane Matim. He prayed to everyone but Seetā Mata. Then he now feels that it is high time that I offer my obeisances, my namaskarams to Seetā Mata as well. That is when he says, Namostu Ramaya Salakshmanaya Na Devyai Chatasyai Janakatmajaye Namostu Rudrendra Yamanilebhyaha Namostu Chandragni Marudganebhyaha. He offers his obeisances. On the other hand, Hanuman now feels, had Ravana done the beautiful act of bringing Rama and Seetā together, it would have done so much good to him. Why is he separated them? Why is he digging his own grave? After saying all of this, paying obeisances to Mata Seetā, he spots a Upavanam that he has never searched. It is the Ashoka Vanam. It is said, from his description, we understand that it had leaves which were silver and gold in color. I'm just reminded of two reasons. One, we don't know whether they were BT modified leaves or like how when we go to North America or various parts of Europe, you have a very distinct autumn season. So you have something called the fall. So the leaves, the green leaves, the lush green leaves start changing colors. They become yellow, they become red. They show such a beautiful melange of colors. And those colors are so attractive to the eye. So as you take a bird's eye view over the forest during the fall, you'll just be amazed and surprised at the plethora of colors that you see. Maybe Lanka then had a very distinct autumn season. So that is why the leaves looked silver color and golden color. This could be the other reason. Now, true to Kalidasa's description, Ashoka generally means that which doesn't give shokam, dukkham. But the Upavanam was so much so that it would cause shokam if the counterpart was not there. For the man, if the woman is not there. For the woman, if the man is not there. Here it is Seetā, there is no Rama, so there is shokam. So Hanuman goes into this Ashokavanam. Later it is said, Ashokavanam and the Kadalivanam are completely destroyed by Hanuman, except the area where Seetā was housed, every other part Hanuman caused severe damage. So later, how did it turn? It looked, if you imagine Ashokavanam to be a lady, here comes a description. It looked as if the tilaka of the lady is erased. The lips are deprived of color because there used to be an age-old practice of applying color on the lips. The skin is bitten by nails and teeth. That is how, if Ashokavanam is envisioned as a woman, Hanuman turned that into. Here is a shlokam. Vidhuta keshi yuvatir yatha mridita varnika nipita shubhadantoshti nakai dantaischa vikshata tatha langula hastaistu charanabhyam chamardita tathaiva shokavanika prabhagnamiva padapa. So this padapa, all the trees in the Upavanam looked so battered. Let's get back to Hanuman. Hanuman, as he entered the Upavanam, he was in the size of a cat. So everybody was sleeping. He knew that nobody will take notice of him. So he quietly went and then saw a huge tree. The trunk of the tree, probably to go around, it will take a lot of time to do one pradakshinam around the tree. It was such a huge tree with such a huge trunk, with branches spread everywhere. Hanuman quickly climbed the trunk and went atop the tree. That was the Shimshupa Vriksham. Ito drakshyami vaidehim Ramadarshana lalasam Yate sascha dukkhartam Sampatantim yadrichaya. As Hanuman went to the top of the Shimshupa Vriksham, he started looking this way. But then he realized, will Seetā be seated above the tree? Should he be looking like this? Shouldn't he be looking down? So instead of looking left and right, he course corrected himself and looked down. That is where he spotted Seetā. Now, what is Seetā? Who is Seetā? We know Seetā is the daughter of Janaka, Janakanandini. She is Janaki. She belongs to Mithila, so she is Maithili. She belongs to Videha, so she is Vaidehi. She is Vishalakshi, Rama Dharma Patni. She is the daughter-in-law of Dasharatha. All that we know. But Puranas and our Purvacharyas treat her as the avataram of Sakshat Mahalakshmi. Now, who is Mahalakshmi? Mahalakshmi is eternally the inseparable component of Parabrahman who is with Sriman Narayana. But in one of her Vibhava avatarams, she was born from the ocean. Lakshmi, Kshira Samudra Raja Tanayam Sriranga Dhameshwarim. So while she was churned out of the ocean, we had various other possessions coming out. We had the moon, we had Varuni, we had Amritam, we had Kamadhenu, Kalpaka Vriksham, Uchchaishravas. So many of these were wish-shielding. For example, there is a wish-shielding Chintamani, there is a wish-shielding Kalpaka Vriksham, there is a wish-shielding Kamadhenu. They are all very wish-shielding. If you ask, it is said that they will grant. So there is a wish-shielding capacity in Kaustubham, in Chintamani, in Kalpaka Vriksham, in Kamadhenu. So what happened? All of this. So there is a majesticity of the Airavatam elephant. There is the flying ability, the way it runs of the Uchchaishravas, the horse. There is an intoxicating ability of Varuni. There is a curing capacity of Amritam. There is a coolness associated with the moon, Chandra. So all of them, we believe in Sanatana Dharma, were hidden in the ocean. So as the churning, the manthanam took place, each of them came out. But one of the greatest poets called Parashara Bhatta states, what you see coming out of the ocean were just the leftovers. So it seems the moon, Kalpaka Vriksham, Kamadhenu, Chintamani, Uchchaishravas, Airavatam, Amritam, Varuni, everything was there within the ocean. So Ocean King wanted to create somebody who is the quintessence of all of this. So he squeezed the moon. If you squeeze the moon, what will you get? It's coolness, because coolness is the ability, the quality of the moon. So he squeezed the moon, took the coolness from it, extract one. He squeezed the Kalpaka Vriksham, Kamadhenu, Chintamani. They are all wish shielding. He took the extract called as wish shielding capacity. That was the extract. And then he kept the leftover. He squeezed Varuni, the intoxicating ability of Varuni. He kept as the third extract. He squeezed the Amritam and got the extract called as curing capacity, increasing the longevity, that capacity, all that in the next extract. So he took the extract of the moon, the extract of Kalpaka Vriksham, Kamadhenu, Chintamani, Airavata, Muchaishavas, Varuni, Amritam. Then put all these extracts together into his daughter called Mahalakshmi. So Mahalakshmi in her carries the coolness of the moon, intoxicating capacity of Varuni, the curing capacity of Amritam, the wish shielding capacity of Kalpaka Vriksham, Kamadhenu and Chintamani, the gate of the Airavatam, its greatness, all this in Mahalakshmi. So what came out, sir? I told you, right, after squeezing the moon, he sent the moon out. So the moment moon came, the birds started appreciating, see, moon has come. Parashara Bhatta says the coolness of the moon has already been taken by Mahalakshmi. So Mahalakshmi is regarded as a personification of all these possessions of the ocean. Here is the shlokam, what Parashara Bhatta states. Angam te mrudushita mugdha maduroddarair ganair gumbhataha kshirabdhehe kirmjishatam upagata manye maharghastataha Indu Kalpalata Sudha Madhumukha Ityavilam Varnanam Srirangeshwari Shanta Kritrima Katham Divyam Vapurnarhati. So, this is the shloka which speaks of the greatness of Mahalakshmi. That great Jagannmata Mahalakshmi is now Seetā. Now, Seetā is seated under the shade of Shimshupa tree. Hanuman has come all the way traveling from Bharatadesham, crossing so many impediments across the oceanic waters, reaching Lanka in the middle of the night, going here and there in search of Seetā, and finally lands at the top of Shimshupa tree. From the top of Shimshupa tree, this great, eloquent, devout Hanuman looks at Jagannmata Seetā. Look, just imagine that scene. Here comes a list of shlokas, how Hanuman spots Seetā in that state. What state is she? Valmiki states, Upavasa krisham deenam nishvasantim punah punaha dadarsha shukla pakshadau chandrarekha malam mandaprakyayamanena rupena ruchira prabham pinadham dhumajalena shikhaniva vibhavasoho pitenai samvitam klishte nottamavasasa sampattam alankaram vipadmam iva padminim pīditam dukkha santaptam parikshinam tapasvinim grahena angaraka eva pīditam iva rohinim ashrupurnamakhi mukhim dinam krisham ashanena cha shokadhyana param dinam Nityam dukkha parayana. Her face was filled with sorrow. Dukkha parayana. Her eyes were so swollen after crying for hours together. She looked as if she had not consumed food for days and weeks together. It looked that she had not taken bath, so there was a layer of dust, like how the smoke covers the blazing fire while a havan is being performed. Her clothes look a bit worn out, dirty, because she has not had the time to take bath nor wash her clothes. So she has not had food. Remember, she has not had food. She has become very thin. Of course, there is a version which says that Indra came and gave her payasam. There is one insertion elsewhere. The commentator states, when Hanuman says that she looked as if she had never consumed food, then that version of Indra coming and giving payasam is false. He says, Atra upavasa krisham anashanene ityuktya purvakandete indradatta payasashan virtantaha kalpita iti tatraivoktam. It's a kalpitam. Somebody has inserted. It is not there. So, the state of Seetā is described. Now, what was she thinking? She's so sad, eyes are swollen, she has cried, she has not taken bath, it looked like there's a dust over her. But what was she thinking? Why was she crying? Of course, she's separated from Rama. But Hanuman, he took close observation of her. At times, she was laughing, immediately she would cry. And she would laugh and she would cry. Why? To this, the Tamil poet Kamban says there could be three reasons. One, when Rama was offered the Rajyam, he accepted. Then later when it was taken back, he accepted. When he was asked to go to the forest, he accepted. So thinking of Rama's magnanimity, she must have smiled. But where is that Rama? I can't see him anywhere. She cried. Next, his Saushiliam, accessibility to Guha, made her feel proud. She would smile, and now he's not there, she would cry. The scene of Trijata, the Brahmana who took the cows despite knowing that there is no space in his house, that made her smile. Again, she would cry because she is not next to Rama. So these are the reasons attributed to her little smile and sorrow by Kamban. But what else did Hanuman notice? Did he immediately go and introduce himself, or there was some inhibition there? More in the next episode. Dear Astika reader, I am happy to be authoring a 2-part book on the Ramayana in English. The first part is slated for release in the year 2024. The book aims to recreate and retell the Ramayana of Valmiki, conforming to the ancient commentaries and other allied literature. To receive notifications of the book release, kindly register with www.deshikadaya.org/books. Namaskaram.